Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And some notable injuries for both teams as we take a look at the players unavailable for tonight's game.
A long list of injuries coming into this game. You look at all of those names and they're unavailable. It's pretty daunting.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with George. And it's Butler in at the point guard position. We know how great Joel Embiid is, but he simply hasn't been as effective in the postseason.
Part of that is because of all the defensive attention he gets. We know things tighten up in the postseason and things become much more challenging. That's why he needs a better supporting cast.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Oubre, and it's off from three-point range. Russell against Oubre. Johnson for three. Hits the trifecta.
When you have a shooter like Cam Johnson, you'll run that play with confidence.
Butler with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Pass to Claxton. Stolen. Here's Grimes. Poke loose. Stolen by Russell. And pushing it up the floor. Here comes Brooklyn. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Good awareness from Russell. Able to force that turnover and start the break.
George outside. Back to Butler. There's a screen. Three-pointer. And another miss by Philadelphia.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
There's a screen by Johnson. Williams from long range. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Up top, Oubre. Covered by Johnson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. When you take a look at how the standings are shaping up, RJ, how badly do teams in the playoff mix want that home court advantage?
You want home court for as many rounds as possible. It's not a necessity, but it's definitely a plus. We'll see if the top teams are able to maintain their hold on it moving forward.
And he drops the first. The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There's a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
And Joel Embiid with a number of different co-stars in his time in Philly, Richard.
Yes, Ben Simmons in his prime, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, they've all come and gone. But in Tyrese Maxey, Embiid might have found the tag team partner for the long haul.
And here are the Sixers now. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Back to Butler. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Here's Russell. Rebound by Philadelphia. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
I really didn't see much of an edge from them. A little more intensity could have gone a long way.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat. Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Claxton a screen on Oubre. They grab their own miss. Yes, it's good.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Yeah, you think you gotta stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
Get ready to dance like everybody's watching.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Nicholas Claxton.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Yabusele. Rebounded by Johnson. Williams with the screen. It's Johnson with a drive. That one's good for 2. Johnson's got his second bucket on the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Russell. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Outside, Williams. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Claxton throws it down.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Here's Butler from 13 feet. Down it goes. Butler's gotten his second bucket.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 3rd assist of the night. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
The first free throw is good, and Philadelphia making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Hits both from the stripe. Here's Russell. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Williams on the wing.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
The free throw drops for Williams. And he makes both free throws. 76ers trail by 6. Here's Yabusele. Inside. Blocked! It's off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
the 2K leaderboard, the teams that have stonewalled offenses over the last month. In the third spot, Brooklyn.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month, challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
Here's Grimes. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. 4 on the clock. Buries it from 3. Grimes has got 5 points.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Russell a screen on Oubre. Johnson for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Outside Edwards. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Nets leading by 6. Down low. Here's Johnson. Oh, good D by Edwards.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
George scanning the floor. Pass to Grimes. Up and over Russell. A nice shot by Grimes. He has 7. And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Time to make some noise, Nets fans. Because here they come back on the floor. Your Brooklyn Nets. Team fight. Touch it, fan. Now on the court. It's your squad. Get loud and let them hear you. All right, fans. Who needs attention? Come on. Let me hear you.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Nets leading by 4. Here's Awoma. Drummond grabs the miss.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Pass to Bona. Out to the wing. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. He was all alone on that one. Now just a 1-point Nets lead.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Awoma, that's good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Council. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Doughton, no good. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Awoma. 23 points his last outing. Wilson, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And he gets it back. Council, no good. Brooklyn leading by 4. Pass to Awoma. Martin a screen. The baseline J. Awoma, that's good. Awoma's got his second bucket on the night. Philadelphia's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Drummond passes to Doughton. Back to Drummond. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Sharp. And the Nets shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. Here's Doughton. Over to the wing. Pass to Bona. Back to Edwards. Here's Bona. The 3 is up. Drains the triple.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Awoma. He's got 5. Sharp. And that one is hammered home.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Council. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Doughton from behind the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
Here's Awoma. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Out left to the wing. A minute 9 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Doughton. Gets a very good look and converts. Nets leading by 3. Pass to Awoma. Cash money from 16 feet away. Awoma's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Doughton. They set the screen. 3-pointer. And Watford pulls it down.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Doughton. Fires it. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They trail by 7. So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Butler, and it's Yabusele in at the 5, roaming the paint. There's the 3, rebounded by Johnson.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Claxton. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Butler. 76ers trailed by 6. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Now here's Johnson. Give him 8. Off target with the 3. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Grimes. George, a screen on Johnson. No good on the 3. Nets leading by 6. Watford outside. Now Claxton. He had 10 points in the win against Charlotte.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
George passes to Butler. Pass to Grimes. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Grimes has got 10.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
And the timeout called here by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. And certain guys really make you pay for fouling them. These small forwards have been terrific from the line all year. Cameron Johnson, number 1.
And his ability to shoot the ball with great consistency from the line allows him to be extra aggressive on the drive.
Pass to Iwoma. Johnson on the wing. Butler covering. Here's Iwoma. Launches a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Iwoma's got 10 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Butler can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 6. Pass to Iwoma. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Iwoma's got 5 points now this quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Butler with the bucket. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Iwoma. Claxton a screen on Butler. Iwoma, that's good.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. He nailed it.
Outside Oubre. Here's Grimes. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Back to Butler. And it's Butler who slams it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Iwoma. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now. And RJ, looking back at the in-game flopping penalties introduced last season, how do you think they worked?
Well, I didn't see many that were actually called, but as they say, it's always good to have a rule implemented in case you need it, or so I'm told.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
There's the screen by Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Paul George. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
Take a break. Take a break.
At the line with 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The 76ers also with a sub. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Butler with the ball for the 76ers. It's a 13-point game. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. On defense, the Nets. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Pass to Butler. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Butler's got 6 here in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Edwards, a pass to Butler. Five on the clock. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. And how about Nick Claxton? You'd be hard-pressed to find a more versatile defender.
He's come so far in that area since he came into the league. He's become an elite defender. There isn't a position on the floor he can't guard. There are the point guard skills of Russell. When he's sharing the rock, this offense runs so much smoother.
Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now here's Williams. 13 points in the win against Charlotte. And you look around the league, we're witnessing a changing of the guard, Richard. A lot of young teams on the rise.
I think so. LeBron, Curry can only rule the roost for so long. Eventually, that torch has to be passed.
And he makes the first. So the Nets making a switch here. Awoma's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Edwards, a pass to Doughton. And there's the screen. Back to Edwards. Pass to Bona. He shoots it. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Brooklyn leading by 11. High post Claxton. Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Williams. And it's Martin in for Johnson.
On the court.
Pass to Wilson. To the middle. Here's Awoma. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll be facing Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
That one's off.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. 76ers trail by 12. Pass to George. Sharp against Drummond. 6 to shoot. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Oh, nice shot by Doughton. Doughton's got his second basket of the night. Pass to Awoma. Martin outside. And there's a pick. Russell from outside. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards with it. Martin picks him up. Here's Bona. Pass to Doughton. From the arc. Russell with the rebound.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Man, good whistle there.
Second personal foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line. D'Angelo Russell.
Shoot 2.
Stepping the line with 2 shots.
Free throw is good from Russell.
I don't think Russell gets enough credit for what he brings to the table offensively. He can be the floor general and score at every level.
And both free throws good for Russell.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Bonham. All right, let's take a glance at some of the defensive numbers. Here are the top teams in the league that come away with steals. Philadelphia, 4th.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
First free throw is good. Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Here's Wilson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Back to Russell. Here's Awoma. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Drummond. Here's Doughton. The 3. His 6th miss of the game. Just 2 for 8 now. Martin with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Martin against Edwards. Sharp. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Here's Bonham. Back to Edwards. And that time also a missed shot. It's Martin on the wing. He's covered by Oubre. The shot by Russell, no good. 76ers trail by 18. Pass to Doughton. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. And here's Oubre from the arc. Great positioning on the putback.
And with great length and explosiveness, Drummond's ability to clean up the glass is second to none.
They set the pick. Here's Awoma. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And that one drops.
He's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
Here's Awoma. 23 points in the game. Here's the 3. Outside for Russell. Fires from deep. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Give me a beat.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Nets.
Well, to be honest, a good shot for one person may not be a good shot for you. Each guy on this team has to understand his limitation and play to their strengths.
Self-awareness, an important trait for those who are constantly trying to get better. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And it's Butler with the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 14. Nicholas Claxton out there with Williams. Then there's Johnson. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Jordy Fernandez as we begin the second half.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Pass to Grimes. Outside Butler. And here's Oubre from the arc. Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Williams from long range. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Russell. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. George finds Butler. Oubre with it. 4-3. Good. And Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. To the inside. Oubre with a steal. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Outside Butler. Here's Grimes. Over Johnson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, that's a strong play. Russell anticipates the contact and creates the and-one opportunity.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Defensive foul. Second personal. First team.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Right about now. That's right, man. Time to make some noise. Put your hands Gracious, most exciting fans in the building. You put your hands in the air and wave those.
And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Kelly Oubre.
And we've seen his rebounding improve during the last several months. He seems more aggressive and assertive at getting after it and trying to make a real effort on the glass.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. They set the pick. Here's Grimes. Connects from downtown. Grimes has got 16 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Johnson. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 6 assists here tonight. Butler with the bucket. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter. Nets leading by 10. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, offensive efficiency league-wide is steadily climbing. Sixers coach Nick Nurse said a lot of it's better selection, adding more shots at the rim and three-pointers are going to lead to more points. That's how most everyone is playing. EA?
That's right. It's a copycat league, and it's been successful, Allie. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Russell.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
Shooting for Philadelphia. Jared Butler. At the line with 2 shots.
That's good from Butler. And that's good as he hits both shots. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. They led by as many as 18. Count it. Good. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
One thing about Russell, this guy is never short on confidence. He thinks every shot is going in.
Here's Grimes. 16 points for him.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
It's time for the dance stand. Oh, you know how this goes. You get on the big screen if you shake what your mama gave you. Everybody get there. Come on. Let's go. Don't be shy. You're off beat, dude. You're off beat.
Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
For you. Substitutions on the court.
Brooklyn leading by 11. Outside Russell. Pass to Williams. Claxton a screen on George.
Substitution. Jared Butler. First personal foul. Team second.
Here's Johnson. 11 points in the game. Sends it home from three-point land.
Now he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Russell. He has 7. Pass to Claxton. Williams from long range. And the Nets, another 3. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And their block numbers also stand out to me. Challenging shots at the rim has been a big part of their defensive success.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night.
Take a break. Shooting for Philadelphia. 2 shots. Quentin Grimes. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Awoma, he's checked in for Russell. And he can't hit the second.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Pass to Grimes. Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's just so hard to stop without fouling. I mean, George can beat you with length, with skill, and with intelligence.
Take a break. 2 shots. George. Shooting 2.
And he makes a first.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Brooklyn leading by 15. Pass to Awoma. Now here's Williams. Here's Awoma. Give him 23. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's George. Bounces high off the rim and drops. George has got 8.
With how good PG-13's jumper is, that is an easy make.
Pass to Awoma. Here he goes. Soft touch off the glass.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Outside Oubre. Williams against Butler. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And now a chance to look at the small forwards who have been on fire all year. Number 5 is Cameron Johnson.
And these are some of the most dangerous players in the league. Just capable of getting hot and taking over a game in the blink of an eye.
There's so many great scorers at the small forward spot in the NBA. To make this list, you've got to have a ridiculous amount of firepower.
Butler hits them both. And Williams has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Awoma. Claxton a screen on Oubre. Awoma. They get the rebound. Johnson for 3. Watford outside. Here's Awoma. And he's got 28 now. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Oubre. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Pass to Edwards. Back to Butler. Outside Edwards. Now Butler. And here's Oubre from the arc. And Watford pulls it down. Lets a 3 fly. Williams misses.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Back to Butler. There's a screen. No one near him. And the shot's good. Butler's got 11 points here in the second half.
Timeout,
He's
timeout.
trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
Wilson's checked in for Johnson. Martin comes in for Claxton. And it's Johnson in for Williams. Pass to Iwoma. Now here's Johnson, tightly guarded. George outside. And Watford pulls it down. Watford's got 4 rebounds now. And again, it's the Nets missing. 76ers trailed by 14. Here's Grimes. Pass to Drummond. And here's George. Drummond to screen on Martin. Clock at 4. George's shot is off. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Counted from distance. Wilson's got 7.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
And just not letting the tough defense stifle him. I mean, George gets the shot he wants. Hustle pays dividends, I'll tell you. And when it's getting you to the line like that, whew, man, what a night.
Paul George, shooting 1.
Nets leading by 14. Outside Johnson. Pass to Wilson. Here's Iwoma. George defending. George with the block.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
That one's wide left. Well, Brooklyn's shooting about 53% on the third. A very good number. Driving to the basket. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Third personal. Third team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. At the line, 1 time.
The 76ers trailed by 17. Pass to Grimes. Now here's Oubre. Connects from downtown. Oubre's got 12 points.
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
4th team foul. At the line, Jalen Wilson.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 17-point game. George, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Wilson. 3-pointer. And it's Bona with a rebound. Bona's got his 4th rebound in this one. Butler passes to George. Butler surveying the floor. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You take a look at Philadelphia, their season's basically over, barring some sort of miracle. And of course, Brooklyn. They are struggling down in the bottom of their conference. 1:06 left in the third quarter here. Oubre with room to shoot. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Outside Johnson. Sharp, a screen on Oubre. Releases. Wilson, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Back to Butler. Brooklyn pulls it in. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Watford right side. An easy 2 on the layup. And the Nets lead by 17.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's Brooklyn looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Up big because of their 3-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. Back to the game after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Paul George. He's out there with Edwards. Kelly Oubre out there with Butler. And it's Grimes in at 2 guard. Here's Butler. Banked it in off the glass. Butler's got 23. Nets leading by 18. Russell to pass to Williams. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Since halftime, either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has turned up.
And here's Butler. Pass to Grimes. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Grimes has got 9 points now in the second half. Russell to pass to Williams. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. This one for 3. The kick out to Johnson. Fires in the triple.
That's his 3rd 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Here's Grimes. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Johnson with it. Outside Russell. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Grimes, the pass to George. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Russell, the pass to Watford. Claxton, a screen on George. They get it back. Second chance shot. And Claxton with the lay-in. Claxton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Oubre passes to George. Here's Grimes. Edwards a screen on Williams. 5 to shoot. Claxton with the block. And he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Coming up to the floor for the 76ers.
Brooklyn leading by 19. Russell deciding where to go with it. Watford outside. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Edwards, a pass to Grimes. And here's Oubre from the arc. And Watford pulls it down. The Nets have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Pass to Russell. Hits a 3-pointer.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Outside Oubre. Here's Grimes. A shot to stop the run. The Sixers again can't hit. Now, we don't pick favorites, Richard, but did you have a favorite road city?
Well, it depends on when you ask me, B.A. I love New York. That's my favorite city. I was born in L.A., but there's nothing like going home to Phoenix, Arizona, where I grew up.
The first free throw is good.
And really strong at the line since the break.
And the Nets making a change here. Wilson's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Here's Yabusele. Outside Oubre. Sinks the tray.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
Wilson passes to Watford. Here's Wilson. Watford outside. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by Oubre.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
George, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
Edwards looking for an opening. 6 on the shot clock. From 20 feet. And it falls all over the rim and in. George has got 11 in the second half. To the wing on the left. Knocked away. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to George. Oubre on the wing. They set a pick. Inside. Yabusele. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. 76ers trail by 21. George passes to Edwards. Oubre with it. To the paint. Here's Grimes. The layup misses. The Nets have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Pulls up. Claxton throws it down.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. And there's the screen. Off target from 3-point range.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates. That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Brooklyn leading by 23. Here's Williams. Some solid defense from Edwards. Pass to Oubre. Richard, over the past few decades, we've seen bench reactions get bigger in the NBA. How much fun is that?
It's so much fun, but I think it also coincides with the league getting younger and younger and younger. So you have these young kids in there that are just there to have some fun and compete.
6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Wilson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Whatever adjustments were made in half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
George outside. Pass to Oubre. Back to George. Over Williams. George, no good. Nets leading by 23. Outside, Williams. Now here's Johnson. Now Claxton. He's covered by Oubre. Unloads. And Claxton gets the bucket.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
On the attack, Oubre. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Take a break.
At the line for Philadelphia,
2 shots.
Kelly Oubre. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Oubre. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Russell comes in for Wilson. Watford outside. Johnson passes to Claxton. And he lays it up and in. Claxton's got 12 now in this quarter.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Pass to Russell. Now Johnson. Back to Watford. Outside Johnson. Oubre with a steal. Here's Grimes.
Fourth quarter.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. They set the screen.
Brooklyn foul. Keon Johnson.
And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, BA, a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Russell, the pass to Johnson. From 20 feet. Here's Claxton. Uses the glass on the layup. Claxton's got 20.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
It took them a while to figure out the right approach, and now they'll head into their fourth and final meeting of the season with a chance to actually split the season series.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Nicholas Claxton.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
From 15 feet away, here's Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. Grabs a rebound again! And he hauls in his 20th rebound.
Oh, just dominating the glass.
Outside Butler. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Now here's Russell. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
All right, thanks, guys. D'Angelo, some great basketball tonight. Talk about the winning habits this team has formed.
Keeping it simple on the offensive end, limiting our errors on the defensive end. And I think that piles up. We stay solid throughout the whole game. Just simple, man. I think the simpler we keep it, the better we are as a team.
Keep it simple. What a great reminder. Thanks, D'Angelo.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Nick Claxton.